U.S. A federal jury in Brooklyn has reached a verdict in the trial of the R&B singer R. Kelly. He was accused of sex trafficking. Our U.S. correspondent Martha Kellner joins me now. So, Martha, what was the verdict?
Yeah, just in the last couple of minutes, this jury of 7 men and 5 women here at the federal courthouse in Brooklyn, New York, has convicted R. Kelly of racketeering. The prosecution have put forward the case over the past 6 weeks here that R. Kelly, an R&B music star, a 3-time Grammy Music Award winner, presided over a criminal enterprise that he used bodyguards, runners, security staff in order to facilitate his lifestyle of sexually abusing more than 20 girls, boys and women over the course of 2 decades. It's taken this jury 9 hours, 5 hours of deliberations today, 4 hours of deliberations on Friday last week to reach the verdict that R. Kelly is guilty of racketeering. He now faces between 10 years and life in prison. The judge is still reading out the charge sheet. He was charged with 9 separate offences by federal prosecutors here in Brooklyn, but racketeering was the most serious offence of which he was charged, and of that, this jury has found him guilty. Just to give you an idea of some of the incredibly disturbing testimony that this jury has had to listen to over the past 6 weeks, women have taken the stand, women and boys have taken the stand to say that whilst they were having sexual relations with R. Kelly, he would keep them locked in rooms for days on end, that they would have to get his permission even to go to the toilet, that he would beat them if he deemed that they had disobeyed him. It really has been incredibly disturbing testimony. We're still waiting to hear whether R. Kelly, real name Robert Kelly, is in fact guilty of kidnapping and the other offence of crossing state lines for the purposes of prostitution. Some of his fans are here. He still does have a handful of fans here protesting his innocence. The news just filtering through to them, though, that he's been found guilty of the most serious charge of racketeering in this trial that's lasted 6 weeks now.
Hey, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to you. How about Shemi Havashai? Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Hey, real quick, man. This whole R. Kelly shit is just a damn distraction, man. All right, that man probably ain't going to get no time for real, but that's just a distraction for the Jake community because they know that Jake is on a low level. You know, they throw these entertainers and celebrities in your face and say, here, be happy, you know. But it's just a mere distraction. And even if he did, technically the dude ain't even do nothing wrong. He didn't really go off according to the law. All right. But in cases he was wicked, he was still wicked. He was still a demon. You know, he sold his soul. He wasn't right with the Most High. And he did a lot of wicked acts. But as far as those women, man, he ain't really go off with that shit. And I really noticed that there's no statute of limitations when it comes to convicting an Israelite. Like they said that this guy's case was that worse of Epstein. You got to be out your... that's a fuck. This dude got a whole island that was dedicated into rigorous torture and scrutiny and molestation and all types of pedophilia type acts. But yet, you know, he get caught with a few punk ass, what they were considered underage girls. And now all of a sudden this nigga's the boogeyman. But whether, you know, that's here or there. Like I said, man, it's just all a mere distraction because if you notice, I'm just kind of scrolling through the videos and it says, Tucker Carlson, it says, why will Biden do this to his own country? And then you got things like, what's this guy name? This nigga's name, man, the governor of Texas. Where is he at? This guy here, Ted Cruz, man. He was getting in their ass about the mandates and so forth. Then you got this guy coming against Biden. Then you got Rand Paul. He got it out for Dr. F. So you got so many things that's happening in the world, but yet they throw R. Kelly in our face, man. Which is, once again, I sound like a broken record, a mere distraction. So this wasn't meant to be a quick lesson, but just want to bring a couple of precepts out. This is the book of Romans 13, and I've read this earlier in my first lesson, but I'm gonna bring it out again through the Spirit. Romans 13 and 11, it says, "And that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake up out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than what we believe. So every time they get ready to make a power shift, or when they make a huge power move on a world stage, they throw shit like this at you. Prime example, right? Right before Kobe Bryant died, then all of a sudden, bam, such and such hit the country. You know what I'm saying? They throw shit like that at you to distract you, okay? Because that's the big talk of the town right now. R. Kelly getting 100 years. R. Kelly doing this and that. Look, man, fuck some goddamn R. Kelly, man. At the end of the day, the nigga wasn't right with the Most High, and he sold his soul to the devil. So therefore, the Most High is embarrassing his ass. He's getting judged, okay? And it's also part of that what they would consider the humiliation ritual, you know, because they may just backdoor him. Same thing they did with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was locked up for a number of years, and then they let the nigga go. Same deal with this. He ain't finna do no life in prison, not behind this type shit. But regardless of it, it's nothing but a distraction. It says, the night is far spent, and the day is at hand. The day of the Lord is at hand. That's what we should focus on. If you got any Israelite camps out there prophesying, talking about free R. Kelly, man, hey, you ain't in the right spirit. You know, or we got to pray for R. Kelly. We ain't praying for him. The hell with some damn R. Kelly. You know, I like his music and so forth, you know, brings back nostalgia. But regardless of it, his music promoted nothing but adultery. If you listen to it, keep it on a down low. Shit, that's adultery. That was a wicked song. But Jake yet was all into that. Okay? It says here, for the night is far spent and the day is at hand. So let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Did he do that? No. Okay, he didn't rescind on his offer to the Baphomet to serve the Baphomet. Instead, he kept going with it. And it reads, it says, works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting or drunkenness, nor in chambering and wantonness, nor in strifing nor envying, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and make not provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. Did Kelly do that? No. Okay, he was completely immersed in the flesh. But yet, you know, he's a god to Jake. You know, this is Jake. See, this goes back to the scriptures. Jake always made idols to bow down and worship, and celebrities are nothing more but idols. That's why you had a show called American Idol. They idolize these men. If Jake had the choice to free R. Kelly or get the kingdom of heaven or bring Yahushua back tomorrow, they would choose R. Kelly to be free. If Yahushua said, well, look, you got two options. We can free R. Kelly, or I can come back and save y'all tomorrow. These niggas will choose R. Kelly. Okay? They will choose Kills. They will not choose Yahushua. Same thing with Barabbas and Yahushua. Who did they did that? He was a malefactor. He was a fucking murderer. Okay, and a thief. They chose the malefactor over the Lord. Their own people. So niggas is wicked, you know? 1 Thessalonians 5:1, it says, but of these times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Okay, it comes as a thief on the unbelievers, because in the midst of this whole situation that the world has experienced now, you having our people, for the most part, that's hoping that this thing will pass. And we're going to get back to 1999 or 2019. That's what niggas are hoping for. Oh, well, we got to get through it, you know, just a little while longer. And then again, they just accepted this way of life. Okay, even if they know it's not going to go back, they cool. They accepted this way of life. Well, this is just how it has to be. No, man, this is folly. This is not living. That's why the Lord is going to come and take these jigs by night. Okay, peace and safety and sudden destruction. One day they're going to wake up and they're going to find their ass in prison somewhere on somebody's chopping block. Why? Because they're not taking heed to the message. It says, for when they should say peace and safety and sudden destruction coming upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they should not escape, okay? So peace and safety, sudden destruction. End the story. You know, you happy today, your ass is judged tomorrow. You'll see. Wait till the coming couple of months, and just wait till next year. It's going to be a whole different world by next year this time. Because 2020 was a whole different year from 2021. 2021 was completely turned up. 2020 was turned up. And every year of this so-called new decade, until the Lord comes back, it's going to be something different. More laws, more grievousness coming to pass, more infringing on certain rights. You know, and it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief.
Right. So that means that we're not going to get taken off guard by that. When things start to happen, when we see martial law troops, we see that, we're seeing more pestilence, more plagues, more earthquakes. Like you can look up the earthquake tracker. You have an earthquake literally every 5 seconds, man. When we seeing missiles being shot, we're seeing what they would consider UFOs, which are the chariots of the Most High. We already know what those things are, That's why it says, but ye are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are all children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor darkness. So therefore, let us sleep not, or not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. This is the reason why we don't give a shit about what's going on with that guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, he sold his soul. He got to deal with that. He should have known better not to get in bed with the serpent, because technically he shouldn't even be locked up. I mean, really, he shouldn't even be charged for the shit. But, that's Esau Edom. When you take those blood oaths, you got to go through stuff like this. That's why it says here, for they that sleep in the night and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and of love and of helmet and hope of salvation. Okay. Hope of salvation. He's not hoping for salvation. He's hoping to get his black ass out of jail. Okay. While we're hoping on the missiles to come, these people, they're hoping that this don't come. Like I just got a comment on my last video. Brother was like, well, man, I hope like hell it don't happen this winter. Well, that's not the right spirit to be in, man. Because the scriptures say we hastening the coming of the Lord. So you're not supposed to want to prolong this thing. You're supposed to want this shit to happen as soon as possible. Hey, if it can happen tonight, then all better be all. That's the problem with Jake. Jake always want to extend a stay. Nah, niggas, it's time to check out, bro. Let's go. Okay, we got other moves to make, man. Fuck this place, But anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Shalom, and the Baba Ball.